Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m. to the sound of your senior cat let out a haunting, mournful yowl from the living room? You rush out, thinking they're hurt, only to find them standing in the middle of the dark, looking slightly confused, or maybe even staring at a wall. As a cat parent, it's heartbreaking. You might think, oh, they're just getting senile. But what if I told you that one of the biggest sources of anxiety for an aging cat is something as simple as the dark? Here's the thing. We've been told for years that cats are independent, self-sufficient, and practically built to take care of themselves. And when they're young, that's mostly true. But as your cat gets older, and I'm talking somewhere around the age of 11 or 12 and beyond, their world starts to change in ways we can't always see. Their joints ache. Their vision fades. Their memory begins to slip. And the home that was once their kingdom can slowly start to feel like a confusing, uncomfortable place. The good news? Most of the things that make a senior cat uncomfortable are completely fixable. And I'm not talking about expensive surgeries or complicated routines. I'm talking about small, thoughtful changes that can genuinely transform your cat's golden years. Today, I'm walking you through 5 of them, including one fix that costs about $5 and can stop that 3 a.m. yowling almost immediately. So let's get into it. Secret 1. The Nightlight Hack. We have to start here because this one surprises almost every cat owner I talk to. We've always heard that cats can see in the dark. And there's truth to that. Cats have a special reflective layer at the back of their eyes called the tapetum lucidum, which essentially bounces available light back through the retina, giving them much better low-light vision than we have. But here's the critical word: available light. That system only works if there's at least some light in the room to work with. In a completely pitch-black space, it does nothing. Now layer on top of that what happens as a cat ages. Their lenses begin to cloud over a condition called lenticular sclerosis, which is very similar to cataracts in humans. This makes it even harder for light to reach the back of the eye. And for many cats over the age of 12 or 13, something else is also happening. A condition called Feline Cognitive Dysfunction, which is essentially the cat equivalent of dementia. It's more common than most people realize, and it affects a cat's ability to recognize familiar spaces, recall where things are, and feel oriented in their own home. So imagine this from your cat's perspective. They wake up in the middle of the night. The room is completely black. Their vision is blurry. And the mental map they used to rely on to navigate your home feels fuzzy and unreliable. That wail you hear? That's not mischief. That's genuine fear. They are, quite literally, lost in the dark inside a house they've lived in for years. The fix is so simple it almost feels too easy. Go to any hardware store or order online, pick up a few small amber or red-toned LED nightlights. Place one near their litter box, one near their water bowl, and one near any stairs or steps in your home. That soft glow gives their aging eyes just enough information to navigate safely without feeling disoriented. And here's the one thing most people get wrong when they try this. They use bright white or blue tone lights. Don't do that. Blue and white light disrupts the circadian rhythm. It signals daytime to the brain and can actually make the anxiety worse. Amber and red tones keep the brain in sleep mode while still providing enough visual guidance to feel safe. Make this one change, and a lot of owners report the nighttime yowling stops within a few days. Secret 2. Scent mapping and the one-floor rule. Now let's talk about something we almost never consider when thinking about our cats: their sense of smell. We think of navigation as a visual thing. But for cats, smell is just as important, if not more so. Your cat has spent years building what I like to call a scent map of your home. Every corner, every piece of furniture, every floor surface has a familiar smell that tells them where they are. For a young, healthy cat, this map is just one tool among many. But for a senior cat whose vision is fading and whose cognitive sharpness has dulled, this scent map can become their primary way of knowing where they are and where they need to go. This is why something as well-intentioned as a deep clean can actually be disorienting for an older cat. When you scrub the floors, wash all the cushion covers, and move the furniture around to vacuum underneath, you're essentially erasing parts of that map. For a young cat, this is a minor inconvenience. For a senior cat with cognitive decline, it can trigger confusion and anxiety that lasts for days. My advice? Keep their core areas as consistent as possible. Their favorite sleeping spot, their feeding station, their water bowl, these should stay exactly where they've always been. If you do need to move things, do it gradually, one change at a time, and give them a few days to relearn each adjustment. And this connects directly to what I call the one-floor rule. As your cat moves into their mid-teens, consider consolidating everything they need onto a single level of your home. Their bed, food, water, and litter box all on one floor. Stairs are genuinely painful for a cat with arthritis, and by the time a cat is 15 or 16, most of them have some degree of joint inflammation. If your cat has to climb a flight of stairs just to reach the litter box, they may start having accidents simply because the trip hurts too much to make in time. It's not rebellion, it's pain. Removing that barrier can make an enormous difference in their daily comfort and your peace of mind. Secret 3: the heat factor and orthopedic support. Have you noticed your senior cat becoming almost obsessive about finding warm spots? Always gravitating towards sunbeams, sitting on your laptop, pressing up against the heating vent? That's not just personality. That's biology telling you something important. As cats age, they lose muscle mass and their metabolism slows down significantly. This makes it much harder for their bodies to generate and maintain warmth. And cold is particularly brutal for arthritic joints when the temperature drops. The fluid that cushions those joints thickens and becomes less effective, which means more stiffness, more pain, and more reluctance to move around. A regular cat bed sitting on a cold tile or hardwood floor offers very little protection from this. It's a bit like giving someone with arthritis a thin blanket on a concrete floor and wondering why they're not comfortable. What actually works is a combination of two things. First, a pet-safe heated pad. Look for one that's UL listed and specifically designed for animals, because the temperature regulation matters. It should be warm and comforting, not hot. Second, an orthopedic memory foam bed. Memory foam distributes your cat's weight evenly across the surface, which takes pressure off their bony joints and significantly reduces the risk of pressure sores, which older, thinner cats are genuinely prone to. Place this setup in a draft-free corner somewhere they already like to rest. A warm, supported cat is a calmer cat, and a calmer cat sleeps more deeply, moves more comfortably, and honestly heals faster. It's one of the highest return investments you can make for a senior pet. Secret 4: the low-entry litter box. Okay, this one is a little less glamorous to talk about, but I promise you it matters both for your cat and for your carpets. Most standard litter boxes have walls that are 5, 6, sometimes even 7 inches high. For a young, flexible cat, stepping over that edge is nothing. For a cat with arthritis in their hips or lower back, that same step can be genuinely painful, like asking someone with bad knees to step over a hurdle every single time they need to use the bathroom. If your senior cat has started urinating just outside the litter box, please don't assume they're being difficult or spiteful. And before you jump to worrying about kidney disease or a bladder infection, though those are worth ruling out with your vet, consider the much simpler possibility first. The box is just too hard to get into. The solution is incredibly affordable. Look for a litter box with an entry point no higher than 2 to 3 inches. Some pet stores sell them specifically for senior cats. If you want to save money, a shallow plastic storage bin with one side cut down works perfectly. Some owners use a boot tray lined with a litter mat as a temporary open entry option while they find the right setup. This one change resolves inappropriate elimination issues for a significant number of senior cats, and it's often the last thing owners think to try. Don't overlook it. Secret 5: assisted grooming and the power of touch. We're wrapping up with something that's both practical and deeply meaningful. Cats are legendary for their self-grooming. It's one of the things that makes them so easy to care for. When they're young, they just handle it themselves. But when a senior cat stops grooming, it's almost always for one reason: it hurts too much to try. Reaching the base of the tail, the lower back, behind the hind legs, all of these areas require a level of spinal flexibility that an arthritic cat simply no longer has. When grooming stops, fur mats and matted fur pulls on the skin, creating a constant low-grade discomfort that compounds everything else your cat is already dealing with. It also removes one of the ways cats naturally regulate their comfort and stress levels. So this is where you step in. Pick up a soft silicone grooming brush, the ones designed to mimic the feel of a cat's tongue. Focus on the areas your cat can't reach: the base of the tail, the lower back, and behind the ears. Keep sessions short and gentle, especially at first. 5 minutes of calm, consistent brushing can replace what your cat used to do for themselves. But here's the part one really want you to hold on to. Grooming isn't just about fur management. When you brush your cat gently and consistently, it stimulates blood flow and triggers the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone in both of you. For a senior cat who may be feeling confused, achy, or disoriented, that physical contact communicates something no medication can. You are safe, you are loved, and you are not alone. These moments of connection during a cat's later years are irreplaceable, and they matter more than we often give them credit for. So let's bring it all together. Caring for a senior cat isn't about doing one big dramatic thing, it's about layering small, thoughtful adjustments that add up to a genuinely better life. A $5 nightlight that ends the 3 a.m. panic. A consistent floor plan that respects their fading senses. A warm, supportive bed that takes the edge off daily pain. A litter box they can actually use without hurting themselves. And a few minutes of grooming each day that reminds them they're cherished. These aren't complicated. They don't require a veterinary degree or a big budget. They just require paying attention to what your cat is telling you and being willing to meet them where they are. Your cat has spent their entire life trusting you, loving you, and choosing to be near you. Now, in their twilight years, it's your turn to return that gift. If any of these secrets were new to you, or if you have a senior cat story of your own, a change that made a real difference, share it in the comments. Your experience might be exactly what another struggling owner needs to hear today. And if this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to Evergreen Paws. We are here for one reason: to help your cat live a longer, more comfortable, and more joyful life. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.